All right, ready to dive into Demon Slayer.
Let's do it.
So it's clear you're interested in this whole demon slaying thing, and Demon Slayer is a pretty massive deal.
It is.
And we're going to do a deep dive today on it. We're talking about a phenomenon that's really kind of taken over Japan.
Absolutely.
Made its way into global pop culture. It's like Harry Potter level impact, but with katanas.
Yes.
And a whole lot of demon blood.
A lot more blood.
Yeah.
So,
what's remarkable is how Demon Slayer has become a part of Japanese society.
Yeah.
Like, it's everywhere you go.
It's crazy.
Like, from coffee to merchandise to even packaging for products.
If it's got Demon Slayer on it.
But Demon Slayer on it, it's a bestseller.
It's a bestseller,
Yeah.
So the manga was created by Koyoharu Gutouge.
Yes.
Debuted in 2016. And for the first few years, it did pretty well, selling like 5 million copies.
Right.
Then, 2019,
the anime
adaptation drops. Yeah.
And boom, sales just skyrocket.
Yeah.
I mean, like 100 million copies in just over a year.
It was a catalyst. It was like, it just threw Demon Slayer into the stratosphere.
That's wild.
Attack on Titan took over a decade to reach 100 million copies sold.
Wow.
Demon Slayer did it in a fraction of the time.
That's crazy. And then we have the Mugen Train movie.
Yes.
Premiered in 2020.
Yes.
Even with the pandemic going on.
Mm-hmm.
It drew 15 million viewers in Japan.
Unbelievable.
In just 24 days. That's like 1 in every 7 or 8 people.
Yeah.
In Japan.
Yeah.
Went to go see this thing.
It's just incredible.
So, I mean, huge hit.
Yeah. And it surpassed Harry Potter at the box office.
Oh.
And it got into the top 5
of
highest grossing films in Japan.
Wow.
20.5 billion yen.
Jeez.
It made that in a month.
That's nuts.
And there's speculation that it might topple the reigning champion, Spirited Away.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So we know it's a mega hit. What's the secret sauce?
Oh,
I mean, why are people so captivated by this story?
Yeah.
I'm curious about the main character, Tanjiro Kamado.
Well, Tanjiro, his journey starts with tragedy.
Okay.
His family is attacked by demons.
Literal.
And his younger sister, Nezuko, is turned into a demon.
Oh, wow.
And so he wants to turn her back.
Right.
And avenge his family.
Okay.
So it's classic hero's journey, right?
Yeah.
Just ordinary person.
Thrust into extraordinary circumstance.
Yeah, it's something that I think everybody can relate to, that kind of desire to protect the ones you love in the face of danger.
Absolutely. And the setting, Taisho-era Japan, adds another layer of intrigue.
Right.
Because it blends traditional Japanese demon lore with elements of Western vampire and zombie tropes.
Interesting.
So these demons are terrifying creatures. They crave human flesh.
Oh, wow.
And they're vulnerable to sunlight.
Okay, so kind of like vampires.
Kind of like vampires, but...
What sets them apart is their complexity.
Okay.
Many of them have unique abilities and motivations that blur the line between good and evil.
Oh, that's interesting. So it's not just like...
It's not black and white.
Okay.
No.
That's cool.
And that's part of what makes it so compelling. It challenges us to question our assumptions about good and evil.
Yeah.
And consider the complexity of the human experience.
Right.
Even in these monstrous forms.
Right. And what about Tanjiro?
Yes.
He's not just your average demon slayer. You mentioned he has this special ability.
Well, he has a heightened sense of smell.
Okay.
It's almost superhuman.
Okay.
It allows him to detect demons, discern their emotions, and even identify their weaknesses.
Okay.
So it gives him a unique edge in battle.
Yeah.
But it also allows him to connect with them on a deeper level, to sense their pain, understand their motivations.
That's interesting. So it's not just a physical advantage.
It's not.
But it gives him this like kind of...
emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Allows him to really kind of empathize with the demons that he's fighting.
Exactly.
That's fascinating.
And that empathy is central to his character.
Yeah.
Even when he's facing these monstrous creatures.
Yeah.
He retains his humanity, his compassion.
Right.
He sees them not just as enemies, but as beings who were once human, who've suffered and lost their way.
Right. What about Nezuko? I mean, we can't forget about her.
Of course not.
She's a demon, but she's fighting alongside her brother. How does that even work?
Well, her transformation is one of the most intriguing aspects of the story.
Okay.
As a demon, she struggles to retain her humanity, battling her urges.
Right.
And she develops a deep bond with her brother and fights alongside him.
Okay.
Protects him from other demons,
Interesting.
So her presence adds this emotional layer and provides a very unique perspective on the demon world.
Yeah, okay, cool. So the demon world itself has this pretty fascinating origin story.
Right, it does, yes.
There's this whole backstory with Muzan Kibutsuji, the original demon.
Yes, Muzan's story is tragic. He was a sickly nobleman in the Heian period, about 1,000 years before the main story takes place. Desperate for a cure, he was experimenting with new medicines. But before the treatment could fully take effect, he killed the doctor in a fit of rage.
So he killed the doctor before the cure was complete.
Yeah.
That's ironic.
Cruel irony. By ending the doctor's life prematurely, he potentially sabotaged his chance to reverse the transformation.
Oh, wow.
His impatience and fear turned him into the very thing he sought to escape. A demon cursed with this insatiable hunger for human flesh and a deadly aversion to sunlight.
Right. And Muzan's blood is like the source of all other demons, right?
He's right, yeah. He's essentially created an army of followers.
So he can turn humans into demons just by
attacking them. Yeah, okay.
But not all demons are under his control.
Oh, some rebel against him, some seek power, some even seek a cure for their demonic affliction.
Interesting.
So it creates a complex power dynamic within the demon world.
Right. So if Muzan is like the root of all this, wouldn't eliminating him solve everything?
It's not that simple.
Kill the head demon. Save humanity. Seems pretty straightforward.
He is very powerful and very elusive. So he's a formidable adversary. Plus, even if he were defeated, there's still the issue of the existing demons. And the potential for new ones to emerge. The problem runs deeper than just one individual.
So Tanjiro's got his work cut out for him. He needs some help if he's going to stand a chance against this demon army.
He's not alone, though.
So he's not going at it alone.
No, he's not. He and Nezuko, they join the Demon Slayer Corps.
What's that?
It's a secret organization dedicated to eradicating demons.
Oh, wow. Go ahead.
An ancient order with a strict hierarchy and a long history of battling these creatures.
So it's like a secret society of demon slayers.
That's a good way to put it.
Cool. Tell me more about this Demon Slayer Corps.
So within the Corps, there are 10 ranks. Starting with Kino at the bottom and ascending to Kineto at the top. And slayers climb the ranks through skill, experience, and of course, demon slaying.
Makes sense. So the higher the rank, the more dangerous the missions. The greater the recognition. And then there's like the top tier. We talked about the Hashira, the elite group within the Kinoto rank.
The Hashira.
Tell me about these guys.
The Hashira are the most powerful demon slayers within the Corps. They are masters of unique breathing styles, specialized swordsmanship techniques that enhance their abilities and allow them to channel their inner strength.
So each Hashira is a formidable warrior, obviously with their own distinct personalities, motivations, and often quite tragic backstories. So they're kind of like the Jedi masters of the demon-slaying world.
That's one way to think of them,
So each one has their own unique style and a deep connection to
breathing techniques.
Their backstories sound pretty intense. They do.
Oh, do any of them stand out?
Oh, they all have fascinating stories. But a few are particularly intriguing.
The
Sound Hashira, Tenjin Uzui, he's very flamboyant, loves flashy outfits. He also has 3 wives.
3 wives.
3 wives.
Wow.
It's a tradition in his ninja clan.
Oh, wow.
Multiple spouses are encouraged to strengthen the bloodline.
Wow, that's a unique perk. Balancing 3 relationships.
Must be its own battle.
Yes. What about the others?
We've also got Goemei Himejima, the Stone Hashira. Gentle giant, strongest of the Hashira. But despite his imposing physique, he carries a heavy burden. He was falsely accused of murder.
Oh, jeez.
And he harbors a deep resentment towards children.
Wow.
Because of the trauma he experienced. That's heartbreaking.
It is.
To endure that kind of pain and then still
protect others.
Protect others. That's amazing.
It speaks to his resilience and his sense of duty.
Any other Hashira?
The Wind Hashira, Sanemi Shinazugawa. He's hot-headed, fierce, driven by a tragic past and a burning desire to protect his younger brother Genya, who also joins the Demon Slayer Corps. Now, what's unique about him is his blood. It's intoxicating to demons.
Oh, wow.
which makes him a very formidable opponent.
Gotcha. So we've got the flamboyant one, the gentle giant with a tragic past, and the hot-headed brotherly protector.
Yeah.
A diverse bunch, each one bringing their own strengths and experience to the core.
Yes.
But who's leading this group of elite warriors?
Well, the Demon Slayer Corps answers to a rather unassuming figure, Kagaya Ubuyashiki, the 97th head of the Ubuyashiki family.
Okay.
The mastermind behind the organization's strategies, and he's the one who guides the Hashira in their fight against Muzan.
Okay, so the brains behind the brawn.
Yes.
What's so special about this Kagaya Ubuyashiki?
Well, his leadership isn't about brute force.
Okay.
It's about wisdom, compassion, and an uncanny ability to inspire. He's a master strategist and a beacon of hope in the face of this overwhelming darkness.
Right.
But what makes his role even more intriguing is his family's connection to Muzan.
Wait, there's a connection between the leader of the Demon Slayer Corps and the original demon.
Yeah. Remember how we said Muzan was a nobleman from the Heian period?
Uh-huh.
Well, it turns out he's a descendant of the Ubuyashiki family.
Wow.
And the Ubuyashiki clan is cursed because of him.
A family curse.
Yes.
Okay, this is getting interesting. What kind of curse?
The curse manifests as a debilitating illness that shortens the lifespans of all Ubuyashiki family members.
Wow.
Ensuring they never live past the age of 30.
Oh, jeez.
So it's a tragic consequence of Muzan's actions.
Right.
A constant reminder of their ancestors' sin.
Wow. So Kagaya is leading this fight against demons knowing that he's...
living on borrowed time.
Living on borrowed time, yeah.
Yes.
That's incredible. But if it's so potent, how has the Ubuyashiki family even managed to survive for generations?
Well, to combat the curse and ensure the survival of their bloodline, the Ubuyashiki family adopted a unique strategy. They started marrying into god clans.
God clans.
Families of priests and shrine maidens.
Oh, okay.
This practice allowed them to maintain their lineage and secure the resources needed to fund the Demon Slayer Corps and continue their fight.
Wow, what a fascinating interplay of tradition, duty, and just desperation.
Yeah, it is.
So Kagaya himself, I mean, how does he lead with this curse hanging over him?
Well, despite his frail health and the burden of this curse, he is a remarkable leader.
Yeah.
He possesses this unique charisma, a persuasive speech that can inspire and motivate others.
Okay.
This power makes him invaluable to the Demon Slayer Corps. He rallies his followers and gives them strength.
So he's a brilliant strategist.
Yes.
A charismatic leader.
Yeah.
And a descendant of the very demon he's dedicated to destroying.
That's right.
What a story.
Yeah.
You know, Demon Slayer is shaping up to be way more than just a typical action-packed anime.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, it's got this depth, complex characters, rich mythology.
Yeah.
But we've covered a lot of ground here, so I'm sure you're wondering, what makes Demon Slayer so immensely popular?
That's the question, isn't it?
What propelled it into the global spotlight?
Well, that's a great question, and it's one we'll delve into further in our next segment. The appeal of Demon Slayer is multifaceted.
Okay.
It skillfully utilizes familiar tropes and themes that resonate with audiences worldwide.
Okay.
We're talking mythical creatures, ancient bloodlines, epic sword fights, characters grappling with the blurred lines between good and evil.
Right.
These elements tap into universal human fascinations.
Right. It sounds like they found that sweet spot.
Absolutely.
Blend of the familiar.
Familiar and fresh.
And the fresh, yeah. That has really captured the imaginations of audiences worldwide. So we've got a story that's both
deeply personal
yet epic in scope.
Yes.
With characters that you can really root for.
Yes.
And a world you can just get lost in.
Absolutely.
But before we get too far ahead of ourselves,
let's
appreciate the foundation we've laid here. We've met the key players.
We have.
Explored the origins of the demon world. Gotten a glimpse into the inner workings of the Demon Slayer Corps.
We have.
But the journey is far from over.
Indeed. There's much more to uncover, more layers to peel back, and deeper themes to explore. So buckle up, because our deep dive into Demon Slayer is just getting started. Welcome back. Let's continue our exploration of Demon Slayer.
You know, it's fascinating how the series balances these like epic battles with these really genuine moments of like heart and philosophical depth.
Yeah, one of the most striking aspects of Demon Slayer is its exploration of the duality of human nature.
Okay.
These demons, despite their monstrous forms, they were once human.
Right.
And they carry the scars of their past lives.
Yeah, it's like those deathbed confessions you were talking about earlier.
Right.
Like, when a demon's defeated, you get a glimpse into their human side.
Absolutely.
Their motivations, regrets. It makes you realize that the line between good and evil isn't always so clear-cut.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It challenges the audience to look beyond the surface.
Okay.
And consider the complexities of the human experience.
Right.
What factors shape our choices?
Yeah.
What are the consequences of our action?
Right.
Demon Slayer reminds us that even in these monstrous forms, there are remnants of humanity.
Okay.
Of a past life filled with emotions and experiences.
And on the flip side, we've got Tanjiro.
Yes.
Who, embodies this compassion.
Compassion, yes.
Empathy, even towards the demons he slays.
It's a stark contrast to, like, the rage and vengeance
that
you often see in other stories about demon slayers.
He sees their humanity, acknowledges their pain, offers them this moment of peace before they fade away.
It's a powerful message reminding us that even in the face of darkness and violence, we can choose to act with kindness and understanding.
Right.
His compassion isn't a weakness.
Yeah.
It's a testament to his strength of character.
Makes you wonder if his compassion makes him a more effective demon slayer.
Ooh, that's an interesting question.
Yeah.
Does understanding your enemy give you an edge?
Right.
Perhaps it does.
Yeah.
But more importantly, Tanjiro's compassion allows him to break the cycle of hatred and vengeance.
Right.
That fuels the demon world.
Yeah.
It's a glimmer of hope.
Yeah.
A chance for redemption.
Even in death.
Even in death.
And it's not just about compassion for demons.
Right.
I mean, the series also highlights the importance of family.
Yes.
Friendship, the bonds that connect us.
Absolutely.
Tanjiro's dedication to Nezuko.
Yes.
The Hashira's loyalty to each other and their shared mission.
Absolutely.
These relationships are at the core of the story.
These relationships provide strength.
Right.
Support, a sense of purpose.
Right. And even though the Demon Slayer Corps is this highly structured, almost militaristic organization, there's a real sense of camaraderie.
Absolutely.
They train together, fight together, grieve together.
It's a family forged in the fires of battle.
Yeah.
And that sense of community extends beyond the Demon Slayer Corps.
Sure.
He encounters all these kind-hearted people on his journey who offer him shelter, guidance, support.
Right.
These acts of kindness, however small, underscore the importance of human connection.
Right.
The potential for good to exist even in the darkest of times.
Yeah, so Tanjiro's journey isn't just about slaying demons.
It's not just about slaying demons.
It's about finding connection and meaning.
Absolutely.
In this world filled with darkness and loss.
Yes.
Learning to rely on others.
Yeah.
Finding strength in the bonds of family and friendship.
Absolutely. And speaking of strength, another key theme is resilience.
Okay.
The characters have endured unimaginable hardship, loss, trauma.
Face down terrifying demons.
Yes.
Yeah, and they keep going.
Yeah.
They find a way to pick themselves up, dust themselves off.
Yes.
Continue fighting.
It's inspiring.
Yeah.
It shows us that even when we're knocked down,
Yeah.
Even when we feel like we can't go on, there's still a spark of hope inside us.
It's a good reminder.
A reason to keep fighting.
Demon Slayer is a testament to the human spirit's ability to overcome adversity. It shows us that even when we're broken, we can heal.
We can heal. We can find our way.
When we're lost, we can find our way.
It's a message of hope.
Yeah.
Reminding us that even in the face of overwhelming darkness, we can find the light within ourselves and the courage to keep moving forward.
It's a message that I think we all need to hear sometimes.
We do.
And the series doesn't shy away from asking tough questions.
Yeah.
Explores the nature of grief, loss, consequences of revenge.
Yes.
Tanjiro's journey is fueled by the desire to avenge his family. But as he encounters more demons, learns their stories,
he begins to question that cycle of violence. It prompts us to consider the complexities of justice, the idea that revenge, while tempting, doesn't always lead to healing.
Or closure.
Right.
And it makes you think about how holding on to anger and resentment can actually prevent us from moving on.
Absolutely.
So Tanjiro's journey is as much about finding peace within himself as it is about defeating Muzan.
It's about breaking free from the chains of the past. choosing a different path.
Right.
A path of compassion and understanding.
And that path is not an easy one.
It's not, no.
It requires strength.
Courage.
Courage, a willingness to confront the darkness.
Within ourselves and the world around us.
Demon Slayer suggests that it's a path worth taking.
Nice.
A path that can lead to healing. Growth, and ultimately a brighter future.
Absolutely.
We can't talk about Demon Slayer without mentioning the visual.
Like the visuals.
The anime adaptation is a masterpiece.
It is.
I mean, breathtaking fight sequences.
Vibrant colors.
Vibrant colors.
Attention to detail.
It's like watching a moving painting.
The animation style perfectly captures the essence of the manga.
Yeah.
Bringing the characters and their world to life with incredible vibrancy.
Have you noticed how the color palettes shift depending on the mood of the scene?
Yes.
The warm golden hues during the moments of peace.
Yeah.
And then stark cold blues and grays when danger is lurking.
It's like the colors themselves are telling the story.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
And the music.
Oh, the music.
So good. Blends the traditional Japanese instruments.
Yes.
With modern orchestral arrangements to create this really unforgettable audio experience.
It's more than just background music.
Right.
It's an integral part of the storytelling.
You can feel the characters' determination, sorrow, hope, all through the music.
Absolutely.
This is a neat show.
It enhances the emotional depth.
Yeah.
Immerses viewers in the world.
Yeah, and you can't deny the impact.
Oh, the impact is huge.
Demon Slayer has had on popular culture.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about a surge in tourism to locations featured in the series.
That's amazing.
Boom in merchandise sales.
Collaborations with fashion brands.
Restaurants.
It's everywhere.
I think it speaks to our fascination with stories.
Yes.
About good versus evil, overcoming adversity.
The power of human connection.
Yeah, and Demon Slayer packages those themes in a visually stunning, action-packed, and emotionally resonant way.
It's a winning formula.
Yeah, and it's also a prime example of how popular culture can serve as a bridge between different cultures.
Absolutely.
Promoting understanding, appreciation, respect for diverse traditions.
Absolutely.
So the series has sparked these conversations about Japanese history, mythology, culture, introduced a global audience to these traditional Japanese arts like swordsmanship, calligraphy, music.
I think it's fostered a deeper appreciation for these art forms.
It's a reminder that entertainment can be more than just escapism.
It can be.
It can be a way to learn, to grow, to connect with others.
To explore new worlds and ideas.
And Demon Slayer does all of that in spades.
It does. It has something for everyone.
Yeah.
Action, adventure, humor, romance, profound insights.
It's a story that stays with you.
It does.
You know, long after you finished watching.
It makes you think.
Makes you reflect on your own values and beliefs.
The connections that make us human.
It really is amazing to see how Demon Slayer has achieved all of this.
It is.
The commercial success, the critical acclaim, the cultural impact.
Deep thematic resonance.
Demon Slayer's global phenomenon status is a fascinating puzzle.
It is, with many pieces.
Are you ready to try and put those pieces together?
I am. Let's dive into what makes Demon Slayer such a global sensation.
All right, so we've covered a lot about Demon Slayer. We know it's more than just a flashy anime.
Right.
This thing's a cultural phenomenon. Got the depth, the heart, serious global reach.
Absolutely.
But what is it about this story
that
really resonates with people? Why has it become such a global sensation?
Well, Demon Slayer's global phenomenon status is kind of like a puzzle.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of pieces.
Okay, so let's unpack those pieces.
Yeah.
We've talked about the complex characters, stunning visuals, emotional depth.
Right.
But there's got to be more. Where do we even begin?
Well, I think we can start with the classic hero's journey.
Okay.
Tanjiro, our ordinary boy turned demon slayer, really resonates with audiences.
Yeah, I mean, he's not like some overpowered superhero.
He's not, right?
He starts out weak, vulnerable, driven by this mission to save his sister.
It's that underdog story we all root for. The character who faces these incredible odds and overcomes them.
Yeah, it's a timeless story, right?
It is.
Good versus evil.
It is, and that desire transcends cultural boundaries.
Absolutely.
It's a universal thing. You know, we all face challenges, experience loss.
Right.
And I think we all crave those stories that remind us that hope and resilience can prevail.
Especially
in those dark times.
In the dark times, and it's not just Tanjiro, right?
No.
I mean, we've talked about the supporting characters.
Yeah.
Especially the Hashira.
Right.
And how well-developed they are.
Well-developed, absolutely.
I mean, they're not just sidekicks. They're not just plot devices. They have their own personalities.
They're flaws.
Backstories.
Yes.
Motivations.
They feel like real people.
They do. They do.
It makes their stories compelling.
Yeah, they feel relatable.
They do.
You know, because they are flawed.
Right.
We see them struggle. We see their vulnerabilities.
Yes.
Moments of doubt.
It makes their triumphs that much more meaningful.
Yeah.
It allows us to connect with them.
Yeah, we're going through the trials and tribulations right there with them.
Absolutely.
We feel their pain.
Yes.
Celebrate their victories. Learn from their mistakes.
Powerful storytelling.
Yeah.
Creates empathy.
Yeah.
Connection.
And they don't shy away from showing the cost of these battles.
No.
Right.
Scars, physical and emotional.
It's a reminder that even in victory,
yes,
sacrifices have to be made.
Absolutely.
It's not all sunshine and rainbows.
It's not.
These characters are putting everything on the line
Yeah.
for what they believe in.
It makes the stakes higher.
Yeah.
Victories feel more hard-won.
Yeah, so it's a departure from the typical shonen anime trope of invincibility.
Right.
These characters face real consequences.
Yes.
Makes their victories
earned.
And the loss is more impactful.
It's a good reminder that even the strongest warriors are vulnerable.
Right.
And that actions have consequences.
Even in a fantastical world.
And, of course, the animation and the fight choreography.
Yeah, the animation.
Stunning.
It's amazing.
You know, the fluid movements, the dynamic camera angles.
The special effects.
Oh, the special effects.
Bringing it to life.
They bring the demon-slaying action to life.
It's where the advancements in animation technology really shine. The digital age has given studios the ability to create these immersive, visually spectacular experiences.
Yeah, it makes the fight scenes so visceral and engaging.
And the music, too.
The music is epic.
The blend of traditional Japanese instruments and modern orchestral arrangements.
It is forgettable.
It is. It really is.
It's like each note is designed to heighten the emotional impact.
It does. It does.
It amplifies the power of the storytelling.
Yeah.
It's not background music. It's integral.
Yeah. And let's be honest.
Yeah.
The demons are pretty cool.
Demons are cool.
Terrifying, but cool.
Yeah. Their designs are so imaginative.
Yeah, drawing from Japanese folklore and mythology.
Yes.
I mean, they're not just mindless monsters.
No.
They have unique powers. Personalities that make them compelling adversaries.
There's a wonder and intrigue in their designs.
Yeah.
They're terrifying and beautiful.
Yeah.
Reflecting the complexities of the human psyche.
It's that blend of the familiar and the strange, beautiful and grotesque. Makes Demon Slayer so captivating visually.
Absolutely.
And they present these unique challenges for the Demon Slayers.
Yes, constantly raising the stakes.
Right. Keeps the action fresh. Keeps the audience on the edge of their seats.
Yeah.
But it's not all mindless action, right?
No, it's not.
Demon Slayer goes beyond the sword fights. The demon slaying touches on these universal themes.
We've talked about them.
We have the family.
Like love.
The loss.
The struggle.
Struggle against adversity. The importance of finding your own strength.
Themes that transcend cultural boundaries.
Yeah. Make the story relatable.
Emotionally resonant.
To viewers from all walks of life.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a story about the human condition. About the challenges we face.
Choices we make.
The choices we make in the face of those challenges.
It's a story that reminds us that even in the darkest times, hope and resilience can prevail.
And the timing of the series release.
The timing was perfect.
Impeccable. Demon Slayer arrived at a time when
anime and manga
were experiencing a surge in popularity.
Yeah.
I mean, thanks in part to streaming services, right?
The streaming services.
It was a perfect storm. Compelling story. High-quality animation.
Memorable soundtrack.
Global platform. Eager for fresh content.
They delivered.
It did. They really did.
Yeah.
What does it all mean?
Well, I think it reminds us that great storytelling, compelling characters, a touch of spectacle, can capture hearts and minds across the globe.
Demon Slayer is proof.
Yes.
That stories have the power to connect us.
Inspire us.
Remind us that even in the face of darkness, there's always hope.
It encourages us to face our fears.
Embrace our vulnerabilities.
Yes.
Find strength in those bonds that we share with others.
And ultimately, it reminds us that even in a world full of demons, humanity can prevail.
Well, that about wraps up our deep dive into the world of Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
But the journey doesn't have to end here.
It doesn't.
I encourage you, if you haven't already, experience this phenomenal series for yourself.
Delve into the manga, watch the anime, explore the rich mythology,
discover those captivating characters
Absolutely.
that make Demon Slayer such a unique and unforgettable story.
Yeah.
And as you embark on your own demon-flaying adventures, remember those lessons we talked about today.
The importance of family.
The power of resilience.
The enduring strength of the human spirit.
And maybe, most importantly, remember that even in the face of overwhelming darkness, there's always hope, courage, and the possibility of finding light
within ourselves
and in the world around us.
Yes.